those of you that remember the Republic of Florida Militia, this is probably what you remember seeing. Guys with ATACS, IX, and Kryptek Mandrake mixed together. Crazy looking setups where people are mixing their camo patterns. Mostly ATACS, IX, and Kryptek Mandrake. This was the look we had in 2019. Occasionally people would wear just one pattern for like photo opportunities because they thought it looked more professional. However, in a real world situation, we would wear multiple camouflage patterns. The more camouflage patterns you have on your body, the more you're going to break up your shape with more random colors and shapes. It's actually good to combine more than one camouflage pattern. The more camouflage patterns you have on, the more you're breaking up your shape and adding more randomness to your body. If your body looks like a pattern, there's no patterns in nature. Nature is random. So the more random your body looks, the more of there being no rhyme or reason to it, the more random it is, the better. Now, one thing I will point out, this way too hot for the majority of real life situations. I'm going to show you how we would look a lot of times in real life. This is more closer to reality. This is how we would probably really look out in the woods doing stuff. It's not that we'd never have that going on, but it's hot in Florida, very hot. And if you need quick camouflage, we would roll down our sleeves. This is the type of thing we were actually wearing. This is what the YouTube videos and the stuff you saw on the local news didn't really show you. This gives off more of an IR signature. I understand it's not as durable. I understand all the tactical implications to that. But also understand that, the Rhodesians used to wear shorts. Like if you're hot and miserable and uncomfortable, you're not going to be an effective fighter. So there's a lot of things that people do just because militaries do them or whatever, and a lot of people tell you that you should be wearing a combat style shirt or whatever. This is a Hug Performance fishing shirt. Now, in our militia days, we would usually take like a Sharpie and like obscure the Huck logo. I haven't bothered to do that with this particular shirt yet, but that is something we would do. We would obscure that with like a Sharpie and make random like green and black marks on it to make it harder to see. But yeah, this is like realistically like what we would wear. You know, I mean, I'm already a fat guy, and so that adds more body heat, and it's absurd to be running around wearing that in 100-degree weather, right? So we had this, and then we also had. You'll notice some of the guys and gals were wearing combat shirts, stuff like that. The problem with the combat shirt, it came with its own set of problems. One, it was still kind of hot, and two, the whole front of it is not camouflage. So if you're trying to blend in and you're running like a chest rig, you got this big tan blotch on the center of your body. It came with its own set of problems. This became a popular look, right? Even though the media didn't show it. You would run this with like a chest rig, and I don't currently have the chest rigs we used to run. I'm gonna do another video on chest rigs, probably sometime in the near future. My friend is borrowing. I have a chest rig that is in the ROF style of the type we used to run, but I don't have it with me right now. My friend is actually borrowing it, but I will be doing a video on that in the near future. So. A combination of ATACS IX, Kryptek Mandrake, multicam, and then before that, as you guys are aware, during my value place days when I used to live in a hotel room, doing that during that time. We used to wear multicam, and for certain things we would wear black and green, certain urban operations, stuff like that. But we wanted a green dominant pattern, and when we paint stuff in a way that is green dominant. And if we feel like, okay, so on this rifle wrap, if we feel like it's not green dominant enough, we'll take a little bit of green Sharpie and add some random green lines into it. Florida militiamen, not just ROF, but there's other Florida militias as well. ROF was only one of them, or is only one of them. I'm no longer a member of ROF. But Florida militiamen in general have a reputation for being extremely good at blending with their environment. As a matter of fact, we've actually disrupted National Guard training operations with our own training operations. We've been like their opposition force that was uninvited, basically. We have disrupted their training before. We'll come out of nowhere and they'll think that we're like an opposition force. I forgot what unit. They have their own unit that does that, but basically we're doing our own training that ends up interrupting theirs, and we'll crash their party just for shits and giggles. We've done that.